Hey, it's Jonathan from Quantum Physics Healing Humanity, and I've got a short video here for you today with two examples that are great articulations of how quantum physics or specific intentional thought can heal the challenges facing humanity regarding AI, climate change, nuclear war, and aspiring dictators. And these are two kind of historical examples. The first is a quote from FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was president of the United States from 1933 to 1945, getting the U.S. through the Depression and most of World War II. And at one point in the Depression, he said in a speech, our task right now is to stop fear and supplant it with faith. Our task is to stop fear and supplant it with faith. So he knew that what looked like a truly massive economic problem was truly, at bottom, a spiritual problem. If everybody would have truly lost all faith in the economy at that point, it would have been much worse. But he knew that if he could get people to win the spiritual battle in their thought and to try his bold economic experiments, he thought he could pull the country out of that economic and spiritual depression. That's precisely what he did with great leadership. And his quote sounds to me a lot like the quote from John in 1 John, where he says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. No fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. So I don't think there's any better verse in the Bible to describe our mission we have inside our minds to make sure our understanding of divine love just outshines and obliterates the repeated ways in which fear tries to suggest itself to the human mind and take over the human mind. Then he did it again with World War II. He mobilized the American economy for the war effort, forged strong alliances with other nations, and implemented a Europe first strategy in the conflict. 4 months after he left office in April 1945, the war ended with Japan surrendering. The second example involves a book I love that is not well known. It's called Application of Impossible Things by Natalie Sudman. And it's a short book. She has a great, light, humorous writing style. Strongly recommend getting it. She was coming home from inspecting sites after a long day in a Humvee. She was going down the road, hit one of those improvised bomb devices in the road and blew up the truck, and the guy in front of her died. She had massive injuries. She almost lost her eye. Recovered in the Walter Reed Hospital. George Bush visited her. And she was unconscious for some time after that explosion and had a near-death experience. And the near-death experiencers, to me, are people we can really trust to tell us about the spiritual realm, because they've literally been outside their body, totally in the spiritual realm. For some period of time. And so she says, our universe is energy, which is created, maintained, and manipulated by intent, which is simply thought. So our universe is energy, maintained, created, and manipulated by our intention. That's amazing. So she's saying what we think about the world creates the world, as Niels Bohr said, or shapes the world way more than we know. Way more than we know. And so it's kind of incumbent on us in these very important times with these massive existential challenges to really believe in that and practice that and send thoughts of love, healing, moral courage to our leaders. If we're sending the support that they have, the moral courage to stand up for what's right in these big government decisions, this might really turn out well, very well. So that's all I've got for this video. Plenty more to come. Please like the video if you did, and I hope you marinate in infinite spiritual love today. Take care.